Hello twin flames and welcome to your daily check-in for Friday. So we're using the Divine Structure deck today for the question. And I have been talking about physical symptoms in the masculine reading today and about mission and purpose too. So if you're really interested in that and you want to know what your mission or purpose is, make sure you check out those readings too. So thank you angels. What do we need to know today? One card coming out. Wow. Very quick message. So the message is we've got Taurus energy. Wow. Taurus energy. So what I'm going to do a reading about how we can take control of our lives today. And then I'm going to do an extra reading for Taurus. So if you're a Taurus, I'm going to be doing an almost personal tarot for you later. So check that out. So clearly there's things happening between now and the Taurus energy. So what I'm feeling with this is the energy between now and when Taurus comes in. So between now and April, what's happening in the connection? How can we take back our power? How can we take back control? What do we need to know? How can we ground ourselves more? What do we need to be focusing on? So I'm going to bring in the Beyond Indigo Divine Guidance cards, and I'm going to bring in a connection lost somewhere in time, and I'm also going to bring in my deck Almost Tarot. So let's see what we need to know. And also, I noticed that George had recorded a video with our deck. And this is a deck that I created for me and George. It isn't for sale. It's just a little fun deck with pictures of me and him on. It's like a little union deck. So I'm going to use this as well. So what's happening for the twins between now and April? I feel that's what the guidance is. It's about what's coming next, the next few months, and what do we need to know about how to handle this journey better. So what do we need to know? Wow. Okay, I'm going to take them because they're coming out for a reason. So I feel that's the main card there, and these are extra clarifiers. And this card's moving on top too. So what do we need to know? How can we help ourselves and comfort ourselves? Because I've just seen what that card is. Let me show you this. Look at this. Be your own comfort and make your own warmth. That's what the angels want you to do. I'm going to talk about that in more detail in a second. So what do we need to know moving forward for the next few months between now and Taurus energy or during Taurus energy? Thank you, angels. And what's the energy coming in then? This card's moving on top too, so I'm going to put that to here. Wow. Love it when they just jump out this way. It's very powerful. These are things we can overcome. I've got another one there. What do we need to know for the twin flames, please, between now and April? Yeah, powerful. Look at this. I'm going to start with these cards and then bring in this one. So we've got the banging going on next door, which is about building. So building the future, creating the way, breakthroughs. We are banging, we think about walls coming down, walls coming down. So look at this, we've got self-love. So the best thing we can do to help the connection and to help it to move forward in the right way, especially between now and April, is to work on self-love. And this makes perfect sense with where we are right now, because this is the month of self-love, or the month of love. So self-love is the key. And the way that we can work on self-love is by being our own comfort and making our own warmth. And, I took this picture when I was really cold and I got my big coat on. And that's what I did. I created my own warmth. So instead of standing there thinking how bad it all was because I was cold, I think I was waiting for a bus. I started thinking how warm everything was and how amazing everything was because I felt cozy and warm. And the other day I actually went out and I shared a very similar picture to this on Wigs with Liz because, I was out and about and I got my big hood on, creating my own warmth. So create your own warmth. That means be your own best friend. Give yourselves the things that you crave from your twin because that makes you happy and it brings you that warmth in. So if things feel a bit cold between you and your twin, or, you're feeling a bit cold inside because you're not together, or you're feeling that void, start filling up that void in you by giving yourself love, by looking after you, by being kind to yourself, by taking yourself out on a date, or buying yourself a nice gift, or doing things you love to do. That's how you make your own comfort, by being grateful and uplifting your vibration and looking for all the good things in life. And that brings in a very healing energy. So I love that we've got healing and we've got the mirror there. Mirror work. Now you can see in the card as well, she seems in the mirror, seems very cool. She's got that kind of, mask on. So it's about the mask coming off. It's about healing the pain inside. It's about understanding why things occur. So there's going to be a lot of healing energy through self-love, especially during February, but moving forward. April time is about rebirth and resurrection and things coming back to life. Think about the Easter energy, March, April, things happening. We think about April, we may think about springtime. Again, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. I know everyone's seasons are different globally, but we think about the new. We think about the future, moving forward. So there's a lot of healing taking place. And look at this victory. So in other words, that mask will come off through self-love. So if you're waiting for your masculine to express themselves or to open up to you in some way or to give something to you, give back to you, and then they'll take that mask off naturally. You don't need to try and force or rush this love. Remember, you are independent. Find the strength within. So enjoy the time you've got right now. Your masculine, for example, is learning how to be independent. They're learning how to step away from anything not serving them to be able to take off that mask. And they're healing all the fears and insecurities, all the things you mirror back to them to be able to do that, to knock down those walls. And this is about you embracing your power as a divine feminine and being strong and independent and fighting for what you want and who you are. And this is also a time to fight for this love. The masculines have shown you that they are going to fight for this love. So the energy is we've got I feel so lost, just friends slowly dying. So this is what you may be dealing with in the mirror. Because you might be thinking, I feel like I'm dying slowly inside. I feel like this journey is dying slowly. Because maybe you haven't had contact for so long, or maybe they just want to be friends right now, or you feel lost and you're not sure what's going on. So the angel's saying, keep going through the maze of life. Keep going, don't give up. Maybe you keep going thinking that one day you'll find your way back to each other again. Well, you will. Okay, you will find your way back to each other again. It's meant to be. This journey is never over. Maybe you think now it's only recently become so overwhelming because it seems like all hope is lost. And I'm now comprehending the devastating permanence. So maybe you're thinking, oh, we're never going to be together, or he's going to remain with his karmic partner, or there's fear there because you may feel like you're just friends. I tried to be just friends with you, but seeing you with another lover was heartbreaking. Or seeing you with someone else was heartbreaking. So it feels like there could be some real trigger energy here that's coming up for healing. Now, again, these messages won't resonate with everyone, but everyone will resonate with experiencing these things at some point. So you might be thinking, well, everything gets overwhelming sometimes because I do worry about the future. And I worry if we are going to be together again, if we are going to find our way back together, if it is meant to be. I do worry if he does just want to be friends with me and that's all he sees me as. So these are things being healed during February. And these things can come up during February because it's the month of love. So you may think, oh, he's with the karmic partner on Valentine's Day. Or he just wants to be friends with me. Why? I feel lost. I don't know what to do. I see my friends with other people, happy in relationships, and I want that. So we question things. So I feel this is going to be a time where we question things and we heal the things that we're questioning and we find our way. So we've got extra cards here. We've got fire in action. So things are happening and heating up. I mean, look at what I'm dressed in there as the devil. The devil is the ego. We have to overcome the ego. The ego brings up all these questions and all this fiery energy where we want things now. And we have to just believe and have faith and be playful in our energy and have some fun. This was a picture I took at the cinema. So, having fun, playful, being less stressed out, and understand that the masculine, there's George there, is growing up. He's growing up. There's so much love to give. He has so much love to give to you. He just may be holding it back. And this was when we went to Turkey and George bought me that Care Bear there. So we have so much love to give each other. And that can bring up the questions, why not now? And it's all because of the ego and fear. That's George dressed up there on Halloween. That's why it's a really cool deck here. So, ego and fear, it's all connected with ego, fear, overcoming the ego. And we have to accept ourselves. You are source, they're giving me a block there. You are source energy, beautiful and strong. And you don't feel this way sometimes when there's a block. So if they're not communicating with you or telling you this, you may not feel this way. So this is, again, giving back to yourself and having that knowingness through your intuition. You know who you are. You're a very psychic, powerful being. Remember yourself, because the masculine is awakening and discovering the true self. That's what's really going on. All these walls are coming down to bring in the love, because your love is real. Your love is real. That's why these extra cards have come out, because it's showing you that the more we love ourselves and give back to ourselves, the more the walls come down and the breakthroughs occur to move this forward. And then they'll show the hands. You may want to show your hand, and they will show their hand, which means everything comes out onto the table. And then the chess pieces all fall into place. So remember, rejection is redirection. It says, you hurt me so much when you refused my offer of friendship, or when you refused my love. All I could give you was my love in this way, but you turned your back on me. So that's what we struggle with sometimes. So I feel there's a lot of things being healed between now and April about the past, or the way things have occurred, the way you may have felt rejected, the way you may have felt lost, or like the connection was slowly dying, and that hurts. Because when people slowly die, we might think that's more painful than going quickly. And this journey sometimes feels like that, because we go through a rebirth and a transformation. So we feel like we have to die to be reborn. We feel like we die on this journey. A part of us does die. We start releasing the old to bring in the new. We're not the same person we were, and we are renewed because we find our independence. So the message is to move things forward, to create all this healing, to make things happen the right way, to feel better, to feel more grounded, especially between now and April. Be your own comfort and make your own warmth and heal the past, because this is what you're healing. Your masculine doesn't want to be just friends. They may have tried to be just friends with you. You may have just tried to be friends with them because there may be something else in the way, like another person or a situation. But you can't handle it because you want more. Both of you want more. That's why friendship is the glue that holds it together. But friendship sometimes doesn't work before union the way you want it to, because you always want more. You always crave more. There's some twin flames out there that are happy with their soulmates and, are happy just being friends with the twin. It's whatever works for you. Your connection is unique and special and individual to you. And that's what matters. You don't need to follow the crowd or do it any other way. This is about doing it your way. But understand that any form of rejection is always a redirection. So when we feel lost, we can find our way. When we feel we're slowly dying, we realise we're actually growing. Like the caterpillar and the chrysalis who feels they are slowly dying, but they're going to be reborn as the butterfly. And they can fly high and, be this beautiful being. So it's about understanding why sometimes you can be friends or you can't be friends. But the friendship is the glue. And this journey can feel heartbreaking, but it brings in a healing. So the big message here is everything that you are facing this month or next month is helping you to move forward, to take action. It's helping you to heal all the things you need to heal so that you receive a victory in your life, so that things move forward in the right way. And you can show your hand, which is what you're doing there. You can show your hand and express yourself the right way and understand. The masculine is awakening and opening up. And you know that through your own intuition. And when you love yourself and you make things more playful, the love is able to come out. When you accept yourself for who you are and you accept your twin for who they are and realise they go through ego and fear, but that also allows them to take action. So trust the love. Rejection is redirection. When you're being held back from the love, you're being protected for the love, and you're really tapping in with your own power to feel your own independence and find your own strength. So the message coming through is between now and April, make sure you are being your own best friend and being your own comfort and making your own warmth no matter what goes on. And that's going to allow the masculine to awaken quicker, open up faster, and bring the love in. I hope this helps. Have a great day. Remember, if you are a Taurus, I'm going to be doing you a reading later on. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.